Okay. Hi.
It's Liv.
I'm Recovery Mom. And welcome
to. No, we're supposed to do like every other word. Like in podcasts.
Okay, go ahead.
Where it's like, this is Recovery Mom.
Okay. And I have no idea where we're going with this.
Have you never heard a podcast like that?
No.
Like, hi everyone, says someone, and then someone else says, this is my favorite murder, and then someone else says, and that's Karen Kilgariff, and someone else says, and that's Georgia Harkstart. Like, introducing each other.
Oh, that's Lou.
Well, it's too late now.
Okay.
I'll just be eating.
Okay. Today, we wanted to jump on real quick and have a little chat about fluid retention and gaining weight for no reason. So I've had a lot of people ask me this question, and I kind of reached out.
Your shirt matches my pants.
Oh, but don't touch me.
Yeah, no.
I've had a lot of people ask me this, so I reached out to my dietitian, actually, picked her brain a little bit, got some thoughts, and I just wanted to kind of, talk about it. So the specific question that I got was somebody saying that they had lost like a pound or two for no reason whatsoever, and it freaked them out, right? Of course it does. When you have an eating disorder and you lose a pound or two, especially when you are tracking all your calories and you feel as though you should not.
But I'm just eating them.
I mean, I said lose a pound.
I
said lose a pound or two. And you've gained a pound or two for no reason. And when you have an eating disorder, you're watching every little pound and every little calorie, right? So if you feel like you've been watching it and then you turn around and gained a couple pounds, it's really very scary. But here's the thing. Our weight fluctuates multiple pounds all of the time, okay? Up and down for many, many, many reasons that are not related to weight gain or body mass, okay? So like one of the reasons could be salt intake. If you eat some salty foods, what is so funny?
Remember that text that I sent to you the screenshot of what Grandma said to me today? When she was talking about the eggnog?
Yeah, why did she send you a message about eggnog?
Well, I said, okay. And she said, you think me crazy. That was for G-Paw.
No wonder.
I was like, cool, thanks for keeping me updated on the eggnog situation in town.
Yeah, Grandma texted Lou this morning to tell her that the eggnog, to tell them that the eggnog was out at the store where it was on sale and they were not providing rain checks. So they would have to go to this other store across town to get their eggnog. And Lou was just like, okay, okay, Grandma. But that makes sense. It was for Grandpa. Mm-hmm. So anyway, if you eat some salty food, salty meals, whatever, it's quite possible that your body will hold on. Your actual cells will start retaining extra water to make up for that. That's perfectly normal. That does not relate to your body weight. It doesn't affect your body mass. It's just your cells expanding a little bit with fluid in them, and then it will go away over time. And the same thing, I mean, with your digestive tract, there could be fiber in there. There could be things in there that are not digestible, right? You know, we all have foods that come out the other end looking kind of whole. You don't know what kind of things could be in your digestive tract at that time, especially if you have an eating disorder, because our digestive tracts are so messed up and they're moving so slowly. So that's just a couple examples of ways your body can hold on to weight that isn't related to actual fat stores or body mass. Okay. Here's the thing. If you overcorrect for that, if you see your body holding on to a few pounds or gaining a few pounds when you don't think it should and you freak out and overcorrect, all that happens is you start that kind of yo-yo cycle. Now your body is artificially lower than it would have been if it just had that little extra water because of the sodium or fiber in your digestive tract. Now it's artificially low. And then when it tries to go back to its normal extra low weight, which you're probably at, then you're going to freak out again. And then it becomes this cycle of trying to keep your body even low, purging it of things like cellular water, undigestible things in your body. And that's how we get in this cycle of purging, trying to get everything out, or laxative use and things like that. So it's really important when you do get on that scale and see that you gained a few pounds, please realize that that few pounds might have nothing to do with your Cheerios, you know, or your lack of eating Cheerios.
Or your veggie hemp bowl.
Yeah, Luke got a veggie. Is it cool yet?
Yeah, you want to try it?
We're doing, I'm on YouTube, baby. It's actually a little plain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay, but it's kind of like...
Maybe we should add spices too.
It needs like tahini all over it. You know what I mean? Something to like freshen it up. But anyway.
Maybe that's what the dressing was for, but I feel like but I feel like it went better on the side and like drizzled on top.
Mm-hmm. There was a dressing?
Yeah, it was that almond butter dressing.
Was it already on there?
I think so. I think that's why it didn't taste fresh. I think they should have put it on the side.
That would have been a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to remind you that our bodies fluctuate up and down for reasons unrelated to your actual fat stores and body mass. You could have eaten a salty meal, you could have some undigested food, and those are just two examples of many things that could be going on in your body. You could be getting ready to menstruate, or your body could just be storing fat for, you know, not fat, but cellular water, things like that. So many things happen in our body to make us gain and lose weight. Do you ever like get up and feel like your clothes fit a little differently? Or is it just like the same every day?
I feel like my clothes are loose enough to where I don't have to feel that way.
Oh, you kind of dress for comfort?
Yeah, I definitely don't dress in really tight clothes, except for like those tank tops from Target. Those are like the only tight clothes that I own, and leggings.
Well, I noticed that like, especially in recovery.
And like all of my clothes have drawstrings, so like I just adjust them to how big I am during the day. So
that's what we all just need, drawstrings.
Mm-hmm.
But
stretchy pants.
I definitely went through times where I started feeling like all my pants were too tight, and I got rid of my scale years ago. Best thing I ever did. So I can't be getting on a scale to see if I've gained or lost, but there's definitely been times where I put pants on and they feel extra tight. And in recovery, I would freak out a little bit and be like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight for no reason. I haven't been eating anything different. And then another week or so later, my pants will fit again. So I was eating the same thing. I didn't change what I was eating based on how my pants felt. But my pants often during the month feel tighter sometimes and looser sometimes, and tighter sometimes and looser sometimes. But if you jump on that yo-yo cycle of trying to restrict really tightly and then trying to loosen a little bit and then restrict really tightly and loosen a little bit, you're yo-yoing the same way that somebody in diet culture is yo-yo dieting in and out of diets. And we already know that what that does is raise our set point weight. And so it's time to kind of let that go and let those numbers go. And I know it's really hard to let the numbers go. The first thing you have to do is kind of give up that scale. And even when I gave up my scale, and actually I didn't give up my scale, it broke. And then I promised my dietitian, because I could tell I was getting error messages, I knew it was going to break. And I promised her I wouldn't get a new one to replace it. So that's how I got rid of my scale. But I would sneak out to Walmart and get on a scale. I would go to the gym and use a scale. So, I mean, like, I know it's not easy to get rid of that scale. You're going to freak out for a while, but it's okay. Let your brain freak out. Jump on a scale here or there if you have to. But just try not to have one in your house so that you're not weighing yourself. You know, like, how many times have you ever weighed yourself in your life? Like, at home, had a scale, and kind of, like, just got on it now?
Not in my house.
No?
No, because we never really had one, like... I don't want to say we never had one growing up, but, like, once you got rid of it, like, that's pretty much where my memory ends. So all I can remember is not having a scale. And so, but, like, sometimes I'll, like, weigh myself. I used to weigh myself at Beef's every time I went, and then I used to weigh myself at the grandma's house. But I just do it for fun.
Which grandma's house?
The one that died. The grandma. Kristen's grandma.
Oh.
Because she used to have a scale, she used to weigh herself every day and put her weight in a little notebook right by the scale on the counter.
That is adorable, for real?
It was so
Did you
cute,
look
yeah.
at it?
I didn't realize what it was until, like, the very end, like, the last couple of times that I went. I was just confused as to what all these numbers were.
Were they the same, or did she change a lot?
She probably fluctuated, like, a pound to a couple of pounds every day.
That is fascinating to
She
me.
weighed about 146 pounds.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is so interesting.
I know. I think she had to do it for the doctors so that they made sure that she wasn't, like, losing an excessive amount of weight or anything, because she was at the hospital at that time.
I know.
Or, like, going to the hospital?
When I first got rid of my scale and I was kind of freaking out, I remember we went to visit Grandma Eva in California, and I searched her house till I found a scale. And it's in her bedroom closet underneath some, yeah.
Yeah, because we had to get out to measure my suitcase.
Yeah, I found that scale.
And I was like, there was a scale this whole time. I was so excited because I hate not knowing, like, how much I weigh. I don't know. Like, I just like knowing, like, kind of how much I weigh for, like, if anybody asks or anything, so I'm not just a shot in the dark.
I guess I kind of know what I weigh.
See, like, I have no idea what I weigh right now because I haven't weighed myself in so long.
What, but could you guess within 10 pounds?
Probably not.
Oh, wow.
Because I usually, like, the last few years I've fluctuated, like, 20 pounds.
So this was a wild ride of conversation.
It was.
But here's how I want to leave it. Instead of focusing on numbers, gaining 2 pounds, losing 2 pounds, freaking out over gaining a pound when you restricted all your calories and shouldn't have, what if we changed that to focus on something else? Like, what if we focused on having a healthy relationship with food and knowing that food's going to react differently in your body, just like if it's salty food or if it's like something undigestible like corn or whatever, it's going to act differently in your body. And it might make you retain a little water or a little, whatever as it flows through your body. How about instead of thinking about numbers, we start thinking about relationships, relationship with our food, relationships with people that we love, eating out with people that you love and care about, having coffees with coworkers. Like, how about we start concentrating on those things so that we can dig ourselves out of this number hole that we're in? Because if you're worried about fluid retention and gaining weight for no reason, right, then you're definitely stuck in that eating disorder cycle of trying to keep, your body
What a struggle.
as low as it possibly can be artificially. And if you're keeping your body artificially low, it's just going to fight back. If you're not already binging and purging or just binging at night or getting night eating syndrome or starting laxatives or all of those other things that you do, those things are down the road for you if you keep going down this path. So I encourage you to stop looking at that 2 extra pounds you gained. And if you do happen to notice it, just think, maybe I'm going to start my period, or, maybe my body needed a couple extra pounds for this or to process that. It probably has nothing to do with your fat mass or body mass. And if it does, then your body needed it, right? Anyway, I'm having a bacon mayo sandwich. And we're going to go. Thanks for hanging out with us. Talking all things fluid retention. Gaining weight for no reason. Something didn't make sense. Let me know. I will clarify.